Welcome to Wide Awoke with Wally Wonder. I'm your host, Wally Wonder. I want to make a quick video about Kim Kardashian, Pete Davidson, and Kanye West, and I'm going to kind of tie into the whole family court aspect. So I'm going to kind of talk about that point. I know Kanye West was upset. He didn't want his daughter on TikTok. He was saying that one of the reasons why he has no power is because the court system is rigged toward women. 50-50 doesn't mean 50-50. He feels like he doesn't have any decision making. He cannot keep his child off of social media. Now, I actually feel like that is an important issue as it, for any father to have, or any parent for that matter, as is your kid's social media and internet use, and those are things that should be worked out and discussed by parents. But he's saying the family court is rigged against men. That's one thing that I'm going to start to disagree with Kanye West on in the beginning. Yes, majority of women win, but some men do. So don't focus on the fact that you can't win in family court. Focus on the fact that let's look at some of the mistakes that Kanye West is making when it comes to family court. Okay, one mistake he's making is he is going back and forth with Pete Davidson. And I can understand Kanye West not really liking Pete Davidson and not really wanting to deal with the drama. And to me, Pete Davidson is a non-factor in this. But the fact is, Kanye West should have realized that Kim Kardashian left her marriage with Chris Humphries and then hooked up with him pretty quick right afterwards. And so that's kind of like her pattern of being, is she's going to get out of relationship and get into another one. And I'm not trying to judge her or anything, but I can see how that could be frustrating, to have a child with somebody who has that kind of behavior, that she started dating him before the divorce was over. And so, but the problem is, Kanye West also started dating. He started dating a slew of people. Now, if he wanted to get to know a woman and move on with that woman and date her as quietly as possible, then that's all his right. If he wants to be over with Kim, but the way he was doing it, saying he still wanted Kim, but he's hanging out with women, and so you're not putting out there that you could be a good example. And don't get me wrong, this video is not bashing Kanye, because I believe there's a lot of things that I feel like he's being attacked for, and the media is jumping all over that and attacking him. So don't get it don't get that wrong. But the way he's putting things out there in the media, that will hurt him in family court. He should just be really quiet about the whole situation, and really quiet and private about his life, and actually fight her in family court to get those kids, and then let her dirt show. But instead, he's just throwing himself out there like that. Okay, now let's talk some more about the Pete Davidson text. Let's talk about this in a real sense. People were saying that, oh, he's just trying to stick up for them, and he's just trying to, you know, assert himself, and he's trying to meet Kanye man to man, and Kanye wants to come to Sunday service. Okay, first of all, Kanye doesn't owe Pete Davidson a visit. And according to what I've been hearing in the media, that dude hasn't even met the kids yet. So who is he to comment to Kanye about how blessed he should feel to have Kim as a mother? Maybe he appreciated some things about her during the relationship, but maybe he doesn't feel blessed with having her as a mother. If she's trying to do everything the opposite of the way that he's trying to do things, it might be a struggle. He doesn't need to be hearing that from that dude. That dude doesn't need to be chiming in. Her divorce just went final, and she was already dating. And that's the thing, when you date a woman that bounces from man to man, then that's what's going to be the problem. You got unresolved issues, and she's all dating somebody else, and this dude is trying to tell you what's going on with your family still, and you guys didn't resolve that. So that's why. But if that happens, I understand it's frustrating and things. But the last thing you want to do is get on Facebook or get on social media or anywhere and rant about it. You just want to take a note, and take that note for family court, and continue to work on trying to improve yourself, and be better with yourself, because that is going to be the only thing that's going to actually help you, if you are really just trying to get possession of your kids and not make a big stink and a big noise. And you got to look at the way the media is just going after Kanye. We know we live in a society that doesn't always promote fathers, and definitely like black fathers, and then black fathers who have like conservative values, and some conservative values, or black fathers that, or anybody that supported Trump or anything like that. And I'm not trying to get into what's right or what's wrong or whatever about that, but I understand that he is up against a lot. But the fact is, he has to handle it better by not addressing a lot of the bullshit, and doing it privately with his lawyers, and don't even deal directly with with that Pete Davidson dude. Like that guy is, knowing Kim's history, he's going to be gone, and he shouldn't even be speaking on their family. He really shouldn't be speaking on anything. He should be like, hey, I'm gonna get out of the way until you guys get this thing resolved, or I'm not. Hey, I ain't in the way when it comes to custody things. Like, why does Kanye need to talk to him? They obviously have way different political views, way different leanings culturally, and everything like that. So why does he doesn't need to talk to that man? And first of all, he hasn't even been around his kids yet. And that's another thing with family court too. But the thing is, but Kanye's been dating like a slew of different models. Like now, if you wanted to date, now the smart thing for him would to do, if he was really just trying to be focused on the kids and fixing that situation, the smart thing for him to do would have been to date slowly and privately, and maybe one person. If he likes models, date one model and give her a choice. Say, hey, you can be, you can live a model life, or you could be a stepmom, you know, and because like if he wants to keep the publicity out, he's got to start like at home, and then he can put himself out there. But if he's out there fighting people after parties and all this, no, he doesn't have a chance of winning anything in custody. And let's get into the meat of this. Not only that, he is letting society set him up. And as far as like DL Hughley, my son is down there just like chatting away, chatting away. His mom's watching them. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm just like, anyway. But that's family life. But anyway, when you want to talk about DL Hughley, think about DL Hughley. Um, he came out trying to say that Kanye was obsessed and a stalker to Kim because he got a house next door. No, was Kanye threatening her or whatever? Maybe he got a house next door to watch his kids. I feel like DL Hughley spoke out of line and was wrong to try to like push this agenda that men are stalkers and this and this and this and that. But however, Kanye does play into it when he talks about wanting to hurt Pete Davidson and all this, or wanting Kim back. You need to let her go and barely even talk about her. And now you gave them fodder for their show, so now they can embarrass him more on their show. And instead of the only thing that they should have been getting on their show from Kanye was, oh, here's a text from Kanye saying he's gonna pick up the kids at 8 or whatever, and that's it. You shouldn't have been talking to her about nothing else. As soon as you guys stopped living together and been smart and strategic, if you actually were really just worried about the kids and getting custody of the kids, but you can't force Kim to do it your way. Like you're gonna have to either, he can't force her to do it his way, and obviously he can't get her to do shit because she's sleeping with another fucking dude. So just fuck her and move on. The best revenge is live a happy life. Let the kids be like, oh, dad's new wife is actually prettier than mommy, and or nicer, or maybe more down to earth, or maybe more spiritually and godly, or faithful, or some good qualities and shit like that. But if you're out there just acting a fool, then and I understand, and I believe Kanye does have some good points. But if you're out there putting it out there like that, nobody's gonna hear what you have to say. You want people to hear what you have to say, then take that shit seriously and win your kids in fucking family court and show men, that you could at least get your 50-50 time, not just decision making. Anyway, this has been Wally Wonder. I'm out.